All right, today we're trying to solve one-step equations and we're trying to find the mistake in these problems. So let's go ahead and get started. This problem says j divided by 10 equals 80. So we're going to have j divided by 10, and it equals 80. The way you solve these problems is you multiply both sides by 10. So you're going to multiply this side by 10 because this is a division problem. So if it's a division problem, you do the opposite of division, which is multiplication. And if you multiply this side by 10, you also have to multiply this side by 10. So 10 over 1, when you have 10 on the top and the bottom, they cancel out. So you're just going to have j equals 80 times 10 is 800. And that would be your answer for this problem. So let's go ahead and check what they did. So first they did, they multiplied this side by 10, and they multiplied this side by 10. So that's correct, because we also did that. We multiplied by 10 and multiplied by 10. These ones cancel out, and you have j equals 800. And that's step 2. So I don't see any mistakes here. So what I would mark for this problem is letter C. She did not make a mistake. All right, in this problem here, we've got 3/4 plus m equals 5/4 plus m. So we have 3/4 plus m equals 5/4. And the way that you get rid of a positive 3/4 is you subtract it. You go minus 3/4 and minus 3/4. So we're going to have m equals, if you imagine here, let me try and draw this here. Here's 4/4. That would equal, 4/4 is basically 1, but here it says 5/4. So if I were to draw 5/4, it would look something like this. You'd have one whole square, because that's 4/4, plus one more little square, which would be 5/4. And if you took away 3 of them, took away this one, and this one, what you have left is 2 squares. So it would be 2/4 would be how much is left. So if you go over here and look what they did here, they did subtract here, and they took away 3/4, but right here they added 3/4. When this should have been right here, this should have been subtraction instead of addition. So they messed up in step 1. So we'd go ahead and mark step 1 as where they made a mistake. All right, here we have n plus 12 equals 18.3. And the way that you solve these is you do the opposite of whatever this is. Since this is plus, you do minus. And if you struggle with decimals, just do it on the calculator. 18.3 minus 12 is 6.3. And that's a pretty simple problem. It's your answer right there. So what they did here is they subtracted 12. They did minus 12, and they did minus 12. And when they did 18.3 minus 12, they should have gotten 6.3, but they got 5.7. Therefore, they messed up on step 2. So we're going to mark step 2. And then this last one here. This is very similar to the last one. We've got 8 equals y minus 4.6. We always want to try to get this letter by itself. And since this is a minus, we do the opposite, which is plus. So it's going to be plus 4.6. And we're also going to add 4.6 on this side. And so y is going to equal whatever 8 plus 4.6 is. And again, if you struggle with decimals, don't try to do it in your head. Just use a calculator. It's simpler. So we have 12. It equals 12.6. So they added 4.6 to both sides, and they got 12.6. So I don't see any mistakes in this problem. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that Veronica did not make a mistake. Remember that your specific problems might have slightly different numbers, but the way that you do them should be the same.